I'm in my own lane, I ain't trying to do shit. This shit feel like I just won a championship. Acknowledge me while I'm in my.
What else you like that you heard?
You know, championship, I like the message. And I like the video. And I love the belt. That's just, and I like what you said about having, letting your fans know, hey, we're going to be shooting a video for it. Make sure you wear a wrestling t-shirt for the video. And
oh, you did some research. Oh gosh.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Two Beers with the Band. I'm your host, Chris Schramm. Thanks to everyone that is joining us for the first time, and welcome back to those who have listened since day one. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to catch every episode. Now, on with the show. And for everybody out there who doesn't know, Mr. Bray Smizzi is a Memphis rapper, hip-hop artist, and composer. All right, so if you'll go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, I'm going to get my beer opened up.
Okay. Yeah, lovely. Well, yes, I am Bray Smizzi. At Bray Smizzi on IG, everywhere else except for on X. On X, I'm at Trio Talk after one of my songs, Trio Talk. So, a little bit about me. Really started really getting into music around 8 because of my uncle, who's out in California. He actually tried to put me and my brothers into a rap group together to make us start rapping. But my other brothers, they was like, nah, they ain't want to do it. But I wanted to do it, but it just was the lack of resources and stuff like that. So once he moved, I kind of like picked up where he left off. And so like I had it in me to make music and stuff like that. And so once I started getting around people who had the mutual, feeling as I did, we made a song called I Want to See You. And what a lot of people don't know is that I actually won a contest between the group members that was in it for the chorus. Can't remember what the other guy wrote, but mine's won. And so like, long live my mama. My mama actually was putting everybody onto my music when she first got a CD of it. And I Want to See You was one of her favorite songs. Like, and I really love that song to this day. For real. So, and I just released it last year, on our streaming platforms. So, I got a lot of old music, but it looked like it's been released like new, but it's pretty much old. But I just wanted to keep myself amongst those who is releasing constantly because, like right now, I can't release right now, but I'm getting back into that rhythm to find a studio home actually and get to being consistent.
Well, I read that you took time off from 2009 to 2018 from music.
Well, yeah, that was accurate. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's inaccurate. It's actually 2014 to 2018. I shot Trill Talk, I think, in 2013, going towards 2014. And that was my last solo video before I shot Championship. So yeah, it was 2014 to 2018. It was a real like kind of like break because like, as an independent person, you're doing everything yourself. So some had to get cut back. So you know what I'm saying? I had to go ahead and let that get cut back. But it was just growing in me. It was just growing in me. And actually a guy that I used to work with, his name is The Will. He rap as well. He asked me to be on the song after hearing one of my songs, Trill Talk. He wanted to remix it. I told him no. I'd rather just do an original song. And it actually is promoted on my Instagram at Bray Smizzi. Uh, it's called Hercules with Men's a Wheel on it. So like that was my reintroduction back into the music and just like making music again because he asked me to do the song. Like he was willing to pay me and everything, and I was like, no, I don't. I'm not doing it for money. Like you helping me gain some confidence within myself. You believe in me so much that you want me to be on your song. Of course it's free. I'm not gonna charge you for it, you know. So and then like of course of this year, like the people that I'm kinda working with outside of venue, they wanna copyright it to promote it, but it has to be recorded better for it to, for me to go ahead and submit it on platforms.
Okay. Talk to us about collaborating with other artists.
Um, I love it, cause I don't. You said what again?
Talk to us about collaborating with other artists. Is that something that you enjoy doing, or is that something that you want to shy away from because you're your own artist?
No, 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 no. I love it. I love it. I actually like. I put my neck. I be trying to put my neck on the line and collab with other artists. But it never works out like that. So like with Lola B, Bossy B, Bando Gang, True, Tito Sean, D Marshall, um, and Aaron K. She used to go by Christiana back then, but Aaron K. Like it was it was real emotional, and Mr. Spiffy. It was real emotional, making these songs and stuff like that. And for people to receive them now and tell me they classics, I love this song and stuff like that. I love that, you know what I'm saying? But I love for you to share it to your audience. You can tell me all day long. That means the world to me. But it don't mean nothing telling me unless you share it to your audience. Because like I've been telling people for the longest, you are everybody's an influencer, no matter what they do. Somebody's watching you because they is influenced by you, no matter what it is. So like I just keep it moving accordingly. So I love making music, especially when the record is some emotionally tied to me, or like the FNL series. I did FNL 1 by myself, FNL 2 with D Marshall, and then FNL 3 with Bossy B. I love that because it like each song tells a story, and it tells a story about my growth. Everybody just come in and say what they had going on at the time, but it tells my growth within me as an artist and as somebody who, really looking for love and stuff like that.
Why did you come back to music in 2018 so hard?
I came back because I was looking for an outlet, because I used to have somebody to, vent to, and then like our communication broke, and I was just like, gosh. And then like the more and more I wanted to vent, like the more and more I just was like, oh, I'm finna burst like a bubble. So it was a lot of stuff going on, and so like I was indulging in more music, like August Alsina, this thing called Life, like that album really touched me, like in a very emotional way because like he was telling his truth. He was on top of the world and he felt like he wanted to be at the bottom of the world. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, because I don't want to reach hit no guidelines, but I was like, man, that's crazy, like, but I was just I'm still thirsty for the industry, be in the industry, get some type of connect because like it's a divide right now, like for real in Memphis, to be honest, because you know, like in Memphis, if you claim to be a rapper, you have to look like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? You can't be just a regular Joe Schmo rapper, but then you can if you actually pushing yourself. I lacked the confidence at first. But while I've been down and through my trials and tribulations, I've been getting more hits on my music you know, that I recorded almost 10 years ago or 3 years ago or, so on and so forth. I've been getting more attention on my music than anything else. So like once everybody was like, "Oh man, y'all should be on streaming platforms and stuff like that." So I was just like, okay. And in 2018, actually, that's what sparked it too. That verse, to get my music out there. So, uh, in 2020, I released everything that I had owed, everything.
Okay, talk to us about the Memphis sound when it comes to rap. Is there such a thing as Memphis sound?
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, it is. It's great. It is a such thing because I have a song called Money Motivated, and a DJ out in New York, his name is DJ Energetic. He loves Money Motivated. He said it's a Memphis sound, and I kind of felt like it was a Memphis sound at first. You know what I'm saying? And when I first heard it, but I have a song called Reason Why, and Reason Why sound more like a Memphis vibe to me than Money Motivated. But that's because, I'm a fan and a student of the game as well. I'm not listening because, oh, this is my music, I'm gonna listen to it. No. When I first heard both of them beats, uh, Money Motivated popped out like just instantly. Reason why it took me a minute to come with it because, I kind of was like, I want to make some like nobody like make an anthem, like a classic anthem. So, like when I hear beats like Reason Why, I be like, all right, let me see what I can say that's going to, stick and resonate. When Money Motivated, it just popped out, because like I love using big words. So, that's why it's like the chord is very short but very catchy. So like I love the word compensation. So like I love saying those words like on a regular basis. So I had to put them in the chorus. I'm just just being me. I just want to you. I just want to be. I just want if I people say they hear my message. So I just love that I'm providing a message. So that's all I be trying to just do.
Who are your influences in music?
Hmm. Okay, so first things first, I'ma just do this. When I first was able to understand music, I was growing up listening to Tila, A Ball, MJG, Master P, 3 6, Bone Thugs and Harmony. But I gravitated to Master P more because Master P was more in your face. He didn't care like how you perceived him. He was more in your face. And then, getting the backstory on his deals and stuff like that. That's why, people, respect Master P because it was like a workhorse. They was putting out albums every month, and like every year during his distribution deal. So like you know, when I was growing up, it was Master P. I really wanted to be like Silk the Shocker. I wanted to be like C Murder, but like Master P always stood out to me. Not to go just Master P the rapper, you know what I'm saying? He was front and center with everything. And so that was my first major influence. The second um if a guy that's locally his name is Young Keith. He got a lot of music that's really been slept on for years and stuff like that. And he worked alongside a man by the name of Criminal Minds in Memphis as well. And he blowing his name up in the Tubi movie scene. Um, and I respect him as the artist as well. Um, Another influence, Tebow. He produced majority of my music and he was making music as well, but he's no longer with us, and I hate that he's not. because like all this attention, I would have been like trying to get him to, hey man, like I'm not no gatekeeper. I'll be trying to like get people to, look what I'm doing. Nobody believed in the venue stuff. Nobody. When I tell you nobody. When they see this, they're going to see that venue really is working for the people. So, um, another artist, I gravitated to was Juvenile, cause, it's like he was the main artist of Cash Money, like before Wayne took over and, did his run. And it was just a phenomenal that somebody from the South who had goals in their mouth that was running the world at that time, and it was amazing to me, that was amazing. I was looking at the image, but it didn't matter no more because the world accepted. Um, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, I love that duo, because I was already influenced off Dre, and getting his backstory and stuff like that, but getting Snoop backstory as well, I became more influenced. And so that's why I was trying to find somebody who is like my Dr. Dre. And I know I found two of them actually. Go by the name of Steve Jams and Ghost Child. You know, Steve, he right here in Memphis with me. He produced Greatest Thing, Championship, and Long Live Tebow. He actually made Long Live Tebow for me to do a dedication to Tebow. Because like I really didn't even want to do a dedication to Tebow. But he pushed me to do it. So that like it was like a respect thing to me. And I wanted to represent Tebow well because like, he didn't get a chance to get the shine. So hopefully once I get some shine, he can get some shine as well, even though his family can't benefit off of it, but I'm helping that process go along with it as well. Bendo Gang True, a frequent collaborator. He record music as well. He right here in Memphis as well. He got a catalog out this world. He been making music. Like we got a lot of music that we couldn't even say back in the day. Oh God, oh God. I just hate none of that got saved for real. Oh Jesus Christ. Tito Sean. He kind of like we was frequent collaborators, but he kind of faded to the back. Like he don't want to do it. He'll just do it just because, but he don't want to do it frequently. Like how I want to do it. It's another artist, Saint Courts. He's from Memphis as well. He's very influential. He was actually around my baby brother before he passed, being a mentor to him. And he made a dedication song to my brother, and it's one of the most greatest dedication songs ever. Like, and I got a song written and dedicated to both my mama and my brother because they kind of like died 6 months apart, 5 months apart. And like, and I haven't been able to get to no studio. The last song I've been able to record is Long Live Tebow. So, like, that's why I want to be able to hurry up and get into the consistency of recording once I find a studio home because I want to drop an EP. It's so much I want to drop, but I influence me because as much ridicule I get, I still get up and go for it no matter what. So because like it was a group, then it trickled down to just two. Now it's just me, the lone soldier, and everybody telling me I got classical music, and I'm just like, ooh, that's what's up. I promise you, I didn't know it was that classic. I just thought, hey, it just was good enough to be on platforms, and not get ignored. So I just took the chance to put it out there. Lil White, that used to be with 3-6, he still kind of do be with 3-6. Lil White, he kind of really influenced me to, be myself, and Bendo, and a lot of people, and Bendo Gang Truth told me, hey, you need to keep doing music. We need your music out here. And, and them words still stick to me to this day. Like, and that was a random, cause I think we was talking about something else. And then, I was just like, man, the comments really be getting to me. He was like, man, we need your music out here because like once I got back into it, and then I started going through what I was going through, and long live Tebow, he put that beat on Facebook, and ever since then, I just was like, yeah, I know what's going on. I know what's going on, and that's what came from the beat that he put up on Facebook. Helped me help me write from daddy to daily.
Is a beautiful song, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. That is like, I love that song. Like, at first I couldn't listen to it without crying, but then I had to toughen up and be like, I didn't cry none with recording. I teared up, but I didn't like let it flow out and all of that. I teared up, cause I'm like, man, as a man that can be around kids, I can't even be around the one kid that I helped create. That hurts the worst. You know what I'm saying? And then, off of nothing. So, I just, that's why I had to just learn how to put my chin up and my chest out, cause, and do what I had to do. Cause like, I actually released the song on Father's Day of 2021 and started the court case to get on the birth certificate that same Monday.
Well, singing a song like that and talking about dedication songs that you've been involved in, does your music heal you when you have to get those emotions out? If you can't do it to the person, if you can't say the things to the person, if you can put it in a song and sing that song, do you feel like you've maybe got a little bit of healing from that music?
Yeah, really, to be honest, cause when I was recording news feed, a lot of stuff I was getting off my chest, I was holding on to. A lot of stuff. It was a lot of stuff when I was recording news feed. So that's what I did. I didn't want to take my anger out on no one or do anything to alter my life. I just was like, let me go to the studio and just make an album. You know what I'm saying? I just hate, it didn't come out the way I wanted to, but now, like, I understand everything now. So, like, I was just like, I love newsfeed for the rawness, to be honest. That's it. Like, I was authentically me on that album, and nobody can take that away from me. So, I'm gonna be authentically me from that album on, because it's so much that I don't have released and I want to release. So I'm be ready. I'm really ready to, put my stamp out here, to be honest. That's it.
How many unfinished songs do you have?
Money,
20?
basically. And because of, events that's happened between, the time I got this stuff recorded up until now. So, a lot of stuff has changed and transitioned because, one of the frequent collaborators I was working with, he decided he didn't want to do music anymore. So he's a comedian now. So, I just let that be. Um, it's a lot of people that don't want to be involved with the music industry no more. So like, it's kind of hard, but when I ask them, everything is on go for me. So I just greatly appreciate that. Um, Cause like, I don't want this, like, if like I told you, everything has been coming music wise, and can't nothing slow down my process. I can't let nothing slow down the process writing. So I'm just working on getting the ducks in the row so I can just put my footprint on this industry. That's it. That's it. That's all.
Right? I liked your energy and your motivation. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, you told me to be myself, cause like, this is what I'm hungry for. Like, I'm thirsty for it. Like, like, but I know I got to get certain things in place to make sure it can happen securely. So once I
Right.
get those things, I'm ready.
All right. Talk to us about your association with venue music.
Oh man. Well, I started off as an artist with Venue. Man, no, like ever since I came across Venue, like I was like everybody else, you're not promoting nobody's stuff for free. Don't nobody really want to do that. And the dude was talking to me, he was like, yeah, we do it for free, woo woo woo. And he posted it the same day. So then we started talking. Then we found out he from Memphis. So he from the Cordova area, and so like one of the songs that I made that I mentioned earlier, Trill Talk, Venue, everybody at Venue loves Trill Talk. And I've kind of coined that as my phrase, Trill Talk, because like Trill Talk really, I'm gonna just be straight up honest. Trill Talk is a diss song, and I made that defending another rapper. I didn't, no affiliation, none of that. It's just how I was feeling at the time. And then, I knew people that knew the rapper who I was dissing because they went to school with him. And so, like, I kind of used some of that background information too in the song as well. So, and I be telling everybody it's a diss song, and everybody like, man, this is a hard diss song and stuff like that. So I just was like, okay, whatever. Everybody think it's a classic. Once somebody told me they wanted to make a remix, that's when I knew it was a classic. So I just left it alone. That's why I just be so humble and stuff like that. So when people like genuinely come across my music, like you just told me, From Daddy to Dayland is a beautiful song. That's one of the songs that people don't mention a lot unless I mention it.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
Why,
like, but
why do you think
I,
that is?
and like, I love From Daddy to Dayland because like a lot of people don't know I'm using auto tune on the song, and I am. One person realized it. He was like, "You using auto tune, ain't it?" I'm like, "Hold on, how did you know that?" And he never I never said I use auto tune. I never even mentioned anything about the song. I just said, "Listen to the song." He listened to the song. He said he listened to the song 6 times. And by the third time, he realized I was using auto tune.
I mean, to me, I could care less what you're doing to get the song out there. The song has a strong message, and you can tell listening to the music or listening to the song, that's very heartfelt and it's very meaningful. And that alone is the reason I've listened to that song several times, is because it sends a strong message. It really does. And to me, I think it's one of your better songs. I really do.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
I really enjoyed that
I
song.
really love that you said that. I love that you said that because when I made From Daddy to Dayland, I was like, I should have shot a video to this. I still got time, but I should have shot it then because like that's how big I was feeling it. Like I wanted to really tell my story, and like I did, but I wanted to put real visuals with it to actually put, you know what I'm saying, the story together, because it's a lot of men. Like I really call it my version of Don's Trip Letter to My Son, but it's to my daughter. And I didn't want to put a letter to my daughter, song out because there's so many people that put, letter to my daughter, stuff like that. So that's why I made it like a letter from Daddy to Dayland in the Tupac format. And a lot of people be saying 4M to Dayland. I'm like, Lord Jesus Christ. Like, I don't understand why people would say 4M when, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a person who watched Tupac a lot, he did use that a lot, but then, he kind of switched it up. Instead of using the 4M and putting from sometimes and stuff like that. But, like, like you said, it's a dedication song. So I wanted my daughter, who's gonna be 6 years old this year. I wanted her to know that, no matter where you at in the world, like you do have a father that really wants to be there for you, no matter what's being presented in front of you.
Well, I think it's a beautiful song, and I'll be honest with you, I think you ought to do a video for it. I really do, and I think you ought to really drill down on the video for the song and put as much emotion in the video as you did the song. And I think I think it'll be a big hit for you.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want I want it emotionally impactful. I don't know why I'm butchering it. I want it. You want the impact to hit as much as the audio do. So when I do the visuals, y'all, it's like a baby movie. You sitting there with popcorn and Kleenex because you about to tear. You about to tear up. It'll be a tearjerker.
Yeah.
Like that's how strong I really wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? To set myself apart, since I'm in my own lane. I ain't trying to do nothing else. I'm just trying to be authentically me.
And that's what I like. I like authentic artists, and I think that an artist who is authentic is going to go further than an artist who is just singing a song that was put in front of them. And that's why I like talking to indie artists, because you don't really have the ability to just sing a song that was put in front of. Well, I mean, you have the ability, but why would you do it? Why would you do it if you're singing somebody else's song and you're a writer, you're a composer, you're an instrumentalist, and someone else is saying, "Here, sing this song." Well, what good is that doing you? It's not doing you any good as an indie artist.
Yeah, that don't. Yeah, and then it ain't no emotional attachment to it. Exactly. That's why I love writing things. Because a lot of people that ask me to write a song for them and do this, do that, and I'm like, I can't do it because I'm emotionally attached to all my music. How I put it out there is how I really want you to hear it. Because everybody got their metaphors and their similes and stuff like that. I to be God honest, and I'm gonna get back on venue. I feel like "Toxic" is my greatest verse ever because I implemented toxicity with friends. Like that's like, and a lot of people don't really just like when you hear "Toxic." You not listening to that. You listening to the sample because I sample friends. But if you listen to what I'm saying in it, I'm less than toxicity, but I'm saying I'm toxic, even though people say I am, but I'm not. But I just put it in my version of toxicity, but I'm also implementing the friends references and stuff like that. And I feel like that is one of my greatest verses because like I did that. You know what I'm saying? Especially my bar when I say what I say, do everything right and no commitment. I know they hurt. Give the best service in the world, but wasn't trained at Central Perk. I love that bar because like one of the friends, cast members, I think worked at Central Perk. I forgot. And it's actually, I really, and I just love the creativity I did with the verse.
All right. What is the top of the mountain for you when it comes to music?
I'm not even gonna lie. At first, it was about chasing the fame and the stardom and the money, cool, But now it's about building a foundation, building something from nothing, because like you said, authenticity will take you further. I want to be known as the most authentic individual ever. because, I wanted to be glammed up. I wanted to be, haircut, beard all nice and stuff like that. But, really on days that I feel the best is like this. So I'ma just be like, all right, let me just be my authentic self. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love to look good for the interviews and stuff like that, but it's just like I just feel more comfortable looking like this. Like, really. And I've just like this the real me. So with all music, you gonna just get me. I'm gonna try to, sharpen up my edge a little bit to show my witty side, cause I'm only witty when I'm in a conversation. I didn't want to put my wittiness in music, but now I'm gonna have to, because you know it's growing on me more. It's growing on me more. So, and like, I really felt like I did a lot of wittiness back then when I was younger with Last Will, Swanky, and I Wanna See You. Yeah, like, but I just wanted to, like, when it came down to Newsfeed, the album, I wanted to just be authentically me. I did a little wittiness, but I ain't just do it all the way. You know, hopefully with this, hopefully I can get the ball rolling to get what I really want to put out.
Have you worked with any other artists at Venue Music?
No, I haven't, because and I was just about to get back into the venue thing. Like, I started off with as an artist trying to get promoted and stuff, but I've grown gradually in the ranks. And so, like, I have a few relationships with venue artists. Shout out to Young Lyricist. Shout out to G Dot. Shout out to Aaliyah Manson. Shout out to Bloomy Trip. Shout out to Reaper. Shout out to NSD Dre. NSG Dre. I'm sorry for butchering your name. Shout out to Admonish Music. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Admonish Music. Lord Jesus Christ. You just don't know. That man right there is really talented. I love Jet Set. That's why I'm smiling, because every time I think about Admonish, I think about Jet Set. And that is a classic song to me. Like, classic song. Like, that song need to be everywhere right now. Right now. Uh
I interviewed Admonish a little while back, and I had a great time. I really did. I learned a lot, and he's a very nice guy, a very talented guy, just humble guy, just real good dude all the way around. So, I mean, like you say, shout out, no doubt. I really enjoyed the conversation, and my favorite part is learning something about music and learning something about people that make music. And that's why I enjoy these interviews. And that's the reason I do what I do, is to learn something. And,
yeah,
you know,
he taught me a lot, teaching me some things. And I really want to give you this exclusive, because, like, this is a great interview. I mean, I was gonna do this anyway, but me and Admonish is going to work on a collab project together. So, like, we already getting everything sorted out. So, like, that's that's the one artist that I know I'm gonna collab with for sure. Admonish. It's a lot of others as well, but I'm for sure gonna do Admonish. Natalie Nicole, she out the group for a minute, but I got her on a personal level. Me, her, and Admonish was supposed to make music together. Like, I was, it was on my end that it didn't happen, but hopefully we can get it on the collab EP, because I really feel like that song is really gonna show something. And that's all I can say. It's gonna show something. Um, Dang, who else? Oh, Paris, Little Work. And, I love that song. Like, I hope my homegirl come through with her video for it. Cause I promise you, like, I was thinking about her when I first heard Let Her Work. He got some other stuff as well that's good, but it's just Let Her Work just really Really just, you know, I really feel like it should be everywhere too, just like Jess said. Um, I really want to do something with Darth Martin. I really do. I really do. I've been wanting to do like a kind of like a punk rock type style song, and who else to do it with than Darth? Lord, I just hate that I didn't do it. Long live Sex Man. I really wanted to do a song with Sex Man. I really hate that I missed that on the opportunity. Whew, I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Let me go ahead and ask you this. I read a piece about you from Crushed Ice Entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that you stayed true to the code. God first, city proud, no gimmicks, just real. What does that mean?
Smizzy salute to Crushed Ice, because that was a great intro. When I first read it, I was like, "Whoa!" Like there's some old people that's helping me get a reach with my music. They believe in me authentically. And that's it. They kind of like Venue. Like it's three collectives I'm working with. It's Venue Music, Joint Beats Music, and Crushed Ice Music. Um, Venue came in January of this year, and a lot of stuff has happened from January to this year. Joint Beats Music came last year after they heard something. And then, it's just been kind of gradually building up. Crushed Ice came in April. And they've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, they consider me like as a top tier artist, and we have no paperwork. That's that's authentic to me, because a lot of people is not moving unless they got people on paperwork.
Yeah.
I'm not on no paperwork.
Yeah.
So that's why I really cherish these relationships and everything, because I'm not on paperwork. I'm just authentically being me. You know what I'm saying? And they're helping me help get me a fan base, help build my my numbers and stuff like that. So everything is a blessing, but Venue really have been making some moves to make sure that they value and appreciate every artist, don't matter, no matter what they are. Like, I'm a brand ambassador, and nobody really knows that I'm a brand ambassador. They just know that I got that. I have pull with Venue, and I don't have pull with Venue. I'm just a regular artist, just like everybody else. I'm just a brand ambassador because they was like, "Hey, are you sharing our stuff on Facebook?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sharing it everywhere." Because that's how good that's how bad I was believing in the brand, to get artists more exposure and stuff like that. Because I'm like, man, look, you can just come over here, get your song reviewed. They're gonna review it and stuff like that. People talking about something. Well, what's gonna happen after that? I was like, basically, I don't know. It's content really, but if you good, they're gonna ask you to stick around. But if you can't participate or follow the rules, of course they're gonna give you the boot, because Darth is really quick on giving the boot. Like, for real. I really shouldn't be calling him Darth. I should be calling him Mike, because when he's admin, he's Mike. When he's music, he's Darth.
To be honest with you, he probably won't mind what you call.
Oh yeah, he don't. He don't. It's just the respect thing. We gotta keep the respect.
I got you.
It's the respect for the group. Because a lot of people don't think that Darth and Mike is the same person. It's so funny to this day. It's so funny to this day. So
Do you ever get any negative feedback when you mention God or religion in your music?
No, sir. None of that. I
What?
get I no. I get more feedback about how how I have a wrestling belt in a video. Like, cause like nah, I snap quick if anybody mention that I'm mentioning too much of God or my religion into that, because like really right now I have the strength of God with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been going through so much. I've been going through so much before this, but anything that happened after me losing my baby brother and my mama and my homeboy, like if you did anything flawed, I'm at peace with it, because I made my peace with it. But like I've been like and a lot of people don't even know that I've been fighting this fight to be in my daughter's life, like right at 7 months. So like that's why like for you to love from day to day, like that was an immediate reaction, because like y'all want me to sign my rights away. Oh no, no, no. That's why I put it in the song. They want me to sign my rights away because they think it's right for the baby, when the baby ain't even, functioning enough to understand that her daddy do want to be there. How can you determine in 7 months that I don't want to be there?
Mom, I mean, nobody can. Unless you decide you don't want to be there. Nobody can tell you how you feel. And if you're going to sit there and write and cut and release a song that is that strong about your child, I mean, you got to have some sort of feeling towards your child. And the world needs to see that, and probably does if they've listened to that song.
Yeah, I really feel like I get some. It's really one of my top songs on Spotify. I've been getting a lot of plays from Daddy to Daily. Actually got a lot of. It got 10 plays in Nigeria not too long ago, and for the audience who gonna come across my music at Bray Smizzi, listen to the red version, not the album version, because I chose the worst version for the album. I don't know why. I should have chose what I picked for the red cover to be my album version, but I really love the release of 2021. I mean 2020, whichever year I released from there to today. I love the single release more than the album release. No, I love that song like to the death of me. And of course, like you said, of course I have an emotional attachment. I got a lot of videos and pictures of my daughter, and I couldn't even record her, couldn't get no real good pictures of her because her mother and her girlfriend was trying to hurry up and like keep me away from her. Like, my last time seeing her, they instantly threw an iPad and headphones over her, and she was looking dead at me, and I'm sitting there looking at her like, why are they treating her as if she's institutionalized on the tab? Like, if she's here to meet up, if I'm there to see her, she shouldn't be in no electronics. But that's another story for another day.
How far does your fan base reach?
That really is a really off-putting question, because like I look at my Spotify numbers, but I be wanting to look at all the numbers. Like, shout out to Philadelphia, shout out to Washington D.C., shout out to Birmingham, Alabama, shout out to Dallas. I've been getting plays in Dallas since I've been putting out my music, and that's been amazing. Like I've been wanting to grow my Memphis fan base, but shout out to Nashville because I've been getting a lot of plays in Nashville as well. Knoxville, Chattanooga, but I'm just really trying to reach. I'm really trying to reach somewhere. I'm just really trying to reach everywhere, like, cause it's 50 states. As long as I can get 10 people or 100 people to listen, I will be okay. you know, you know, as cause like I did. interviews with everybody else, and they like, we can hear the message that you're trying to put out there. And I'm like, yeah, because I want to be looked at as the average Joe. I'm not trying to put on a persona that I live a lavish lifestyle, or, that I just do the right thing all the time, which I do. But, I'm just a regular person. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like my raps is like a lot. I consider my raps regular, regular rap. But a lot of people just love the authenticity of my music because I'm coming from the heart.
Well, that's what it sounds like in all the songs that I've heard. And that's why I enjoy the music, is because you sound authentic. And as far as I'm concerned, I could care less about genre or anything else as long as the song tells a story. That's what I love about music. And some of my favorite songs are songs that tell stories. And it doesn't matter about the genre, as long as it tells a story. Could be a love loss, could be a love gain, could be the best day of your life, could be the worst day of your life. It's a story. And when I hear this song, it takes me out of the moment that I'm in, the situation I'm in, and it puts me somewhere else. So it gives me that, 3 or 4 minute release, or however long the song is. I can be somewhere else, not in the situation I'm in. And that's why I love songs that are authentic and tell stories, because it's easy for me to drift off, for 3 or 4 minutes and just be somewhere else, be in somebody else's situation, be it good or bad.
That's crazy. That is amazing. I love that because that's how I feel. That's how I feel about Carrie Underwood, Blown Away. It tells an amazing story. Like, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? No matter the genre, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came across a lot of music. I came across a lot of music just by listening to it one time. I had, okay, I'm gonna tell you this story. This is so hilarious. When the cut close surrender trend was going viral on TikTok, that was my first time ever hearing about cut close. And I'm like, dang, I thought it was a new group, to be honest. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, oh, and so not too long after that, I started listening to Surrender, and I'm like, okay, it's like when I listen to a new artist, let me listen to something else that's gonna catch my attention. And when I heard Don't Change," it's one of my favorite Cut Close songs. I would rather hear that before Surrender. So like when everybody was going crazy about Surrender, I was going crazy about Don't Change. So I really laid down the law to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, be more attentive and look at, more artists and stuff like that. I'm really diving more into the R&B side of things. I mean, I was at first, but I became like a cold-hearted, gangster rapper or something, because I listen to R&B, but I ain't listening to as much. But like I want to listen to more artists that's R&B, like J Howe or Young Boy Star, that's in Memphis. It's a lot of more R&B artists, but a lot of people, it's the same thing. Like, it's either word of mouth or don't get spoke about at all. So, and that's a recurring thing. A lot of people don't like, sharing their platform with others.
Yeah.
I don't understand, but it is what it is. So I I really just leave it be, to be honest. I promise you.
What advice would you give a young man or a young woman in Memphis who is trying to get started in Memphis rap?
Just do it, because Really, the work gonna speak for itself. It's so many people that's rapping now more than ever, and they standing out because they putting in the work in. That's just pretty much it. They putting it in, and like I'm like, oh, I'm itching for that, and I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I just got to get to it. So you know, that's why I can't wait to put my ducks in a row, but basically just do it. Um, like take people advice. Um, if somebody really trying to help you, if somebody really trying to help you, do the music thing, you got to really check their temperature first. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean by check their temperature, meaning like see if they gonna do it from the heart or they trying to get something from you.
Right.
Because it's some people that will try to get something from you first before you ever make a dollar off anything. And I ain't talking about, paying for studio, paying for a video, none of that. I'm talking about people who is actually trying to help you push your music to get it out there. Cause like I'm doing everything all by myself. I wish I had a team. I wish I could trust people to be on my team to do it, but ain't nobody gonna go as hard as me, so like that's why everything is on me because like when everything fell on me, it was all on me. So when anything go great, can't nobody really just take no credit. You know what I'm saying? It's all me. But people can take some credit. It's just like it started with who it came from, and it came from me because I've been promoting everything. I've been trying to get everything heard and everything like that. So like I've been celebrating these small wins that I've been receiving, especially once I received the invitation to be on your platform and everybody knew who it was and I wasn't familiar with it. That's when I knew this was something major. And I'm like, dang, I know all the podcasts and I never, even though I've watched Darth and Amani's interview, I wasn't even familiar with the podcast that you had, your platform. So like that's why I wanted to authentically say on here too. Like everybody knew about your platform than me. And that's when I was like, dang, I'm slipping now.
I appreciate the accolades. But I have a question as a writer and as someone who is truly authentic. Do you think you could write a song that explains to these young people that they got to do it their way? They got to push. They got to, they got to release. They got to stay on top of the game. Because it seems like in music, and again, it doesn't matter the genre, even genres that tell stories, there's no music that tells how to get started, how to win, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. I mean that could be a story in and of itself.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I have always wanted to create a song like that. That's so crazy that you brought that up. I kind of gave up on it, like once I gave up on trying to create music back in 2014 because I did wanted to, I wanted to call it in and out, but I wanted to give like, I ain't want to just go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to go authentically through it because like, like Masterpiece said, you're not in the music industry unless you have a hit record. And like I know a lot of people that's, been on the radio, stuff like that. And, like Smizzi salute to STMG, my guys, like I've been bumping Dome Shuffle since 2014. That song is 10 years old. It's almost as old as Trill Talk. But for now, like they getting the attention now. I told them back then that was a hit. And it's crazy that it's coming into fruition now. So like that's another group that or another set of people that I will tell people to look after if they want to do the music. If you gonna look at me, look at them too, because they was out there, doing their thing, still doing their thing today. They just opened up for Glow at Glow Bash in Memphis. So like, and they doing a lot of more shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to do it, look at them. But if you really want to, do some things, I know some things. I don't know everything, but I do know some things. And then if I don't know it, I can point you to the right direction. I just, you know, I do want to do a song like that, but like it's gonna have to. I want to make it into a series. They'll really understand it because you can't put everything into one song like that. Especially, yeah, because like that's why that's why I was out. Oh, that's why I really want to make it into a series because just like FNL, uh, yeah, the Falling in Love series that I got. I just want to make a collection of songs like that, and hopefully I can do it in 3 songs and actually bring on people like how I did with FNL 3 to actually explain it in the rap as well, like what to do, like Snoop or like Money Man. You know what I'm saying? Who always talking about making sure that you have a foundation, making sure that you have something to land on if you ever fall on hard times. Like that'll be great to, get that started.
Why should I listen to Bray Smizzi? Why should I listen to your music?
Whew, why should you listen to Bray Smizzi? It's something new and fresh, even though I feel like I've been in the music industry a long time. I may be old to somebody, but new to somebody. So you should, if you want somebody like, if you really want to just listen to something that's gonna make you feel good, like like I got variety. That's crazy. I have variety. Like I can make you feel sad, make you feel happy. I can make you want to punch somebody. I can make you. I got a music that hit a range of emotions. So it's just like if you want some authenticity into the music and not the same thing over and over again, listen to Bray Smith. But if you want to keep listening to who you listening to, you can do that. That's cool. That's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said everybody's an influencer because like you finna influence people to come look at me, and I'm gonna have people influence to come and get an interview with you. So like it's just complete. It's the whole cycle. Just just complete the cycle. Just complete the cycle. You know what I'm saying? You're like, and I promise you, I'm not going into 2026 without releasing the music. So please be on the lookout. I promise you. But if you really want to just have a variety pack of music, you should come to Bray Smizzi. Bray Smizzi everywhere except for X. I'm Trill Talk after my song Trill Talk. All big letters and capital.
All right. Well, speaking of emotions, how are you doing as a person? How are you doing?
Hmm. I'm actually like 60% okay. Just 60. Um, like a lot of stuff been slowly growing in my life right now. So like, but I just got a great feeling that major wins is finna come hit me. So I'm just staying humble and staying blessed and grateful for every single moment that God has given me. So, all praise to him.
Well, if you're only 60% feeling good, do you think there is a mental health component to that feeling?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely because even though I'm smiling, I'm hurting right now. And I'm only hurting because like I'm doing interviews and getting the attention, and nobody's really going. You know, the people that was here to authentically support it, they're not here, but they're here. So Like it's kind of like a surreal moment. So like that's where like I'm kind of like kind of a little bit kind of emotional at the same time. So yeah, um, but I'm just happy to even get this out the way because I promise you, this has all been on my mind. I promise you, this all been on my mind.
Who are your fans? Who are the people that are listening to your music?
Hmm. People that been around me, who who really listen to it. Like I said, I got people that tell me they listen to my stuff. Like they still listen to, Goddess, Trill Talk, Welcome, uh, Championship, Falling in Love, FNL2. This is what I do. This is what I do. Um, I just be loving it. But I just love it if you would just share it with your audience to make it grow. Cause if you love it, maybe somebody else will. Or they might can go into my catalog and find something else they might like instead of that. Or they might fall in love with that and something else. The possibilities are endless now. So like, I'm just grateful and blessed that anybody that come across me, give me a listen. Cause, and if you give me a share, that's even a greater blessing. Cause, it's a lot of people that will not share people's stuff no more. No. And I'm really trying to figure that part out. I really don't understand it, you know. But it's a lot of people that get mad at you because you're doing something that you authentically love and it kills them because they killed their dream a long time ago.
I agree with that. And that's why I do what I do. And that's why I've been blessed to talk to so many different artists from so many different places that produce such diverse styles of music. Because I enjoy music. I don't put myself in a box and say I listen to certain genres and that's all I listen to. I listen to music. I love stories. And all music tells a story. Sometimes you really, really, really got to listen and focus, but all good music tells a story. And that's what I love about music. And that is what I would love to convey to your fans, my audience, anyone who happens upon this. Music tells a story. Music makes you feel a certain way. If music doesn't, that music's not going to stay around. It'll be a flash in the pan, here now, gone later. And for all aspiring writers out there, maybe they need to keep that in mind. Better have a song that tells a story that sends some sort of emotion to your listener. Because if you don't, flash in the pan, here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
What does music mean to you?
Music is therapy. Music is life. Music actually does heal sometimes. And music overall is really the biggest drug you can overdose on because it's so much out here. So much, you can really listen to whatever nowadays because it's no need access to it now. You know, back then you had to hear about it from somebody and catch it, on the radio some way, some way. Now you just go on YouTube or go on SoundCloud or get on any of these streaming sites if it's available on the streaming site. Gotta keep that in mind as well. And listen to the music because it's out there. And people just hate putting the effort out there, and then you know, and once you do put the effort into it, they don't listen to it, and that really be killing the artist. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm gonna just tell you this as well too. Um, After Young Dolph got killed, I know a lot of people stopped trying to make music after he got killed because like he really was like a blueprint to some people's, you know. they were like, "Oh man, he did it. I can do it too." Like, and that is authentic. But Dolph also spoke on people getting mad at him because I'm doing it and they're not. And I was like, that's crazy when everybody have the same 24. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like when I first made this music, I was like, man, we finna get on, we finna get attention, we finna get everybody. Everybody wasn't really just listening to us or trying to pay attention to the music. Now I'm getting paid for the same songs that I didn't even think that people would even want to look up or listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now that I have the distributor doing the splits and stuff like that to make sure everybody get their collection, so they won't have to bother me. I really love it because I was no. I'm just thankful that that is going on because the only thing I really do hate is that I hate that Tebow didn't do it before he passed because I was trying to get Tebow to sign up because he was rapping too, and I was trying to get him to sign up as an artist so he could release music, man, and just keep that train rolling. So, but once I get my ducks in a row, I'm gonna try to help his family so they can authentically eat off his music. His kids, that's here. For when they be older, they can know that they daddy really was trying to, put an imprint in, and make something happen with the music because he was just too talented.
Other than music, what do you do for fun?
Ooh, I know. um, I do kind of like just casual stuff like bowling, go to the movies, stuff like that. I really do miss going to the studio. Like it was really like that's really like therapy for him, really. So once I give me a studio home, I'm gonna be really locking in and shooting it out. And hopefully I can work with an engineer that actually is gonna help sharpen me up as an artist and not hinder me as a regular customer.
What are the easiest subjects for you to write about?
Hmm. Women. Good or bad women, good or bad women, like, like I just love writing a song. Like that's why I love Goddess so much. I love uh my F&L series. Uh even though Toxic is about even if Toxic is my petty song because my child mother loves Friends, so I only sampled it because of that. Uh Like I just love the experiences that I did have had with women, you know what I'm saying? Like it just really you know, built up the greatest music ever. Cause like now, like I made a song about my ex now that I thought she would love and really share, but she didn't really to me in my eyes. Cause, I made it authentically for her. Uh and everybody was telling me they liked it because I wasn't mentioning about how good her sex was or how much head she was giving me or stuff like that. I was just giving a real rap song because like this is the person that I'm in a relationship with. I love her. I don't want to project y'all. I don't want to put what we do in private in the public. That's not, you know what I'm saying? We in a relationship. But now like I was thinking about making a song about, our last interactions and stuff like that. Yeah, I might do that because I really cut off the F&L series. I really would want to be done with sampling, fooling around by changing faces. But if I get another love sample, I might call it "Fell Out of Love" and just go from there and create a story. We'll make the story about our last few months. So.
What are the hardest subjects for you to write about?
Fake stuff like, Like, stuff that didn't never happen. I can't do it. I promise you. Oh my gosh. I like, and that's so funny because like I remember when we was making some. Okay, okay. I'm gonna give you a story, real authentic story, and only a few people know what I'm talking about. So shout out to Wes, shout out to Dante, shout out to my brother Trey. He rap as well. He go by Trey Hardy. Uh, but we found CDs on the side of the road, and they was full of beats. One of these beats I use, no, a couple of these beats I've used, and they out today. This is what I do, Lost, Swanky, Last Wheel, and it's another one. I don't know. I forgot. But, uh, like, and we was trying to make a rap song to one of the beats. And so I rapped about being in Atlanta, but I haven't been in Atlanta. It was like a long time ago when I was in Atlanta. And my friend said, "Hold up, I never been to Atlanta, so I'm not even gonna rap no more." I said, "Wow, it's like I'm saying something about Atlanta. You don't have to mention Atlanta. Like I didn't do nothing in Atlanta. I was a kid in Atlanta, but I heard about the culture in Atlanta as a kid, so it was just funny because like he wanted to be authentic in his rap, and like mention something that he didn't did before, like traveling or something like that, like." So like I like from that moment forward, I just want to be authentic, you know what I'm saying? Just give the rawness. Like, I know I need to sharpen up, it's just like when I be making music, like I try to give like the real emotion. Like, and then like I really be trying to like record my music as it's a performance track because I really love performing on stage, like more than anything. So, like you'll see me more, if I perform more or put out more visuals, and that's what I really want to put out, like do more of too as an artist, like put out more visuals and actually do more shows. So I won't look like a AI rapper. I'm a real a real rapper.
Speaking of beats, do you make your own beats?
No, no, no. Um, well, before Steve Jams came along, Ghost Child and Walkhead, I had Tebow. Uh, and of course, the beats I just told you I found on the side of the road, and my brother finally gave me them beats after arguing with me up and down that he was gonna be a rich rapper with the beats. Uh, so like I was going to Tebow for everything. So like that's why like I hate that he passed before newsfeed even released. Cause like even now like he's basically like majority of the catalog. Like I use more Tebow beats than anything, and now I'm finna start using Steve Jams beats and Ghost Child beats and Walkhead beats, but like I've been coming up with beats in my head, and like cause I want Don't Change by Cut Close sample so bad. I really want that sample. I don't know why, but I really want that sample. Well, I really want two samples, and it's both from that song. So like that's my 2 for 1. If I could just sample Cut Close, Don't Change, it's gone. And now I already know it's been sampled. I've been falling in love with Faith Evans. You Are My Joy interlude. I want that sampled as well. I think I want to sample that to like put another dedication out towards my daughter. Cause like every time I heard it, I'm thinking about my child. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause no matter what I got going on, I am thinking about my daughter no matter what. So like, yeah, right along with other things, yeah, she's most definitely on the list. God, Dalen, and everything else out.
What is the writing process like for you to write a song and find the right beat for that song?
Mm. Well, I'm one of them people that I get excited once I hear the beat. So like that's where like when me and Tebow was really like making music and stuff like that. Whenever he made a beat, I was excited because I knew he was coming with some real some real hard beats. You know what I'm saying? Um, like when he made FNL Part Two for me and D Marshall, like I wasn't expecting what the direction he took. You know what I'm saying? And he also surprised me with FNL 3. I love that as well, excuse me. You know, but one beat that he really surprised me on and he really did his authenticity with is a beat that he made for himself that I really felt like he could have went out. And um like now like I'm with people that's producing like Ghost Child and Steve Jams and Walkhead. They're not looking for no well, you know, they're not looking for the money up front. They're looking for the credentials. They want credentials in the industry, and that's what I want too. I want some credentials in the industry because, like I said, everybody. Master P said itself. You're not in the music industry unless you got a hit record. It don't matter how many diamonds you got on your chest. All that does not matter. Like in order to be in the music industry, you gotta have a hit record, and like I can't wait to come in looking like how I look now, and they talking about this is the rookie of the year, y'all, and I'm like, hey, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm on a double XL freshman with all young people, and I'm the oldest one there. Like like that's gonna be surreal, but I've been having those fantasies and dreams of being on magazines and stuff like that. Like, cause my daddy, he in federal prison right now. uh Serving out the rest of his sentence, and he told me one day, he was like, I had a dream that you went platinum one day. And I was just sitting there like, oh wow, that's what's up. I'm glad you did because I've been having those dreams as well. like because I got one song that's been popping up in my head that saying it's gonna go platinum, and I can't wait till it come into fruition because it's so slept on. So like that's why I'm like, okay, that's something crazy, that you know what I'm saying. That song keep popping up as that's gonna go platinum first.
When you gonna put that song out so we can all hear it? We can go ahead and start your growing.
It's already out. But I'm not gonna say the name of the song. It's just I can't because I want to see if that's gonna really happen. Like that's gonna be the first one to go platinum, and then everything else gonna fall out. So
Sure. I mean, if you promote it, you get it. You got to promote this song every
I
chance.
mean, of course, I promote everything. So that's what it is. I'm promoting everything. So I'm not finna say what song is gonna be that's gonna go platinum.
Okay.
But after that one go platinum, everything else is gonna go platinum after that, and like, as soon as that dude happen, I know I'm for real. So I'm just waiting on my moment to be in the music industry and do my thing, but also like reach out because a lot of people they'll go into this industry and don't pull nobody else up. I get it, you can't help everybody, but if you got people that's been there from the get go and then you leave them behind after you get a little success, that's where your downfall comes after you leave them behind because it was a formula at first. You messed up the formula. So like, if they feel like you're not doing the right business, then you get a lawyer involved. But if y'all all fighting for the same thing, let's go. Let's go for it. Don't lack up. Don't slack up, cause it's a it's 20 million people that's trying to do the same thing you do. You just can't slack up. And it's kind of like me talking to myself, but you know what I'm saying? Like with me knowing this knowledge now, cause I didn't at first. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew consistency was the key, but once I really saw that consistency was the key from another standpoint, I was like, oh man, I really should have been doing this the whole time because maybe things would have been a little bit better now than it is now. But now that I have the knowledge, I can help somebody else with that as well.
Well, I agree with you that consistency is key, and especially in today's social media, the music industry, the podcast industry, just any social media industry. If you're not putting something out there constantly, you're going to get lost. Even your biggest fans are going to forget about you because somebody else is in their face constantly. And they're going to lean more towards following that person as long as they continue to be in their face. I mean, even your biggest fan, if you're not in their face constantly with something, eventually
You'll go somewhere.
they're going to go with somebody else.
Yeah, you most definitely got that right. It will go in somebody else's face. And that's where I want to go. That's what I want to do. I want to get some. I really want to have a show where I can have all my fans come together and, actually have an intimate performance with me. Like, so, like, once the numbers start growing and getting bigger, that I can book a venue of 500 plus, then I can do that.
Well,
Because
don't you,
I really want.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, what you was gonna say?
Do you think you can go on social media and do a live show?
Ooh, oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I most definitely can do that. Cause that's actually one of the things I really want to do. Give people a live show. Cause like, you know, I don't know who's watching me at all times. So, I do want to start going live, showing my face more. Cause I kind of been like in my hermit mode. But now I'm kind of like wanting to show my face more because this music stuff is really getting serious. A lot of stuff is really coming about. Like I said, I've been getting more attention from the music than anything else. So now, with, you know, I'm going to just say this right now. Like after this interview, I really feel like things is going to go up. And I've been feeling like that ever since you've been wanting to do an interview with me. So like this interview gonna really just catapult me into what I really gotta do, to be honest. So that's why, like, I really feel like this is gonna be one of the ones that's gonna do it for me to help me be seen more. To be
Well,
honest,
I really hope you're right, and I would
yeah, cause
I would love
I
for you to get with me 2-3 weeks from now and say that it's happened and that things have, just catapulted for you. Because that's honestly the reason I do this. I want to expose indie artists to people whom probably wouldn't find them anywhere, because there are so many talented people out there that just can't break the cycle they're in of being local wherever it is because they don't know how to reach out and reach a new fan base. And I'm hoping that what I do can help those artists reach new fans, new supporters. And I hope you're right about this.
No, I mean this has just been a feeling like ever since I promise you, like I've been feeling like this whole time, like because even with the disappointments that's been going on between for the interviews originally, I've been saying really sad. So like when you told me I could just authentically be me, I'm like, ooh, I'm finna just be me then, because like every other interview told me, they're gonna be me, but it came with a set of questions that I had to keep remembering what I had to answer. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gave me some questions, but it ain't coming like this. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay, this is, yeah. So pretty much. But I'm just very grateful because I promise you, I really feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't wait till they go up and I can tell everybody, yo, go tap into the interview. Because that's all I've been talking about. That's all I've been talking about.
Well, I appreciate that. And I hope this interview is what you thought it would be or what you expected it would be. Now,
It's already exceeded my expectations because, like, you know, for you to tell me you listen to from Daddy to Dayland, I know you listen to me for real. So, like, because like I said, if I ain't mention it to be asked to me, it ain't being mentioned. Like, because I also want to ask you what else you like that you heard.
well, I'll be honest with you. What I've listened to on YouTube, because I go to YouTube first and look up artists, and I go to the videos that they have, the long form videos, and then once I do that, I'll go to the shorts and I'll see what they've put up there. And then I'll connect with artists on Instagram and see what they've done there. And I like that one. Championship, I like the message and I like the video and I love the belt. That's just, and I like what you said about having, letting your fans know, hey, we're going to be shooting a video for it. Make sure you wear a wrestling t-shirt for the video. And
Oh, man, you did some research. Oh gosh. Whoa, that is crazy. Yeah, you see, and you think it ain't gonna go up because like you really did some research. Dang, nobody has mentioned that either. Dang.
well, I like the fact that you're reaching out, you're promoting yourself, you're being your own promoter, saying, hey, we're shooting a video, going to be on this day, wear this, show up, might be in the video. I mean, you're promoting yourself. You don't have a team of people doing it for you. You're promoting yourself. And when you put it out there that someone could be in a music video, and all you're asking is, hey, show up wearing a wrestling t-shirt. I mean, your fan engagement your fan engagement, at least with that, seems to be on another level. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of artists don't do that. And
Yeah.
out and you're promoting yourself. You're your own promotional team.
Yeah. Cause like I learned from DJ Paul. DJ Paul said, man, y'all got it good because we had to pay $20,000 just for a little box ad in double XL, and y'all just got it right here at the tip of your fingertips. And I'm like, that's crazy. It is. It has been. That's how the music industry has changed because if they was paying for spots to be in a double XL magazine, then I know they doing it now. So, you ain't gonna be able to get into their reach like that. So for platforms like yours and like Venue, like it's great that, y'all finding the authentic artists and actually helping them get a push and get, seen and recognition, on y'all platform. Because, we know everybody that's, a part of the other side of the industry, but it just feel great and genuine that somebody takes the time out to even listen to Championship from Daddy to Dayland. Oh my gosh, like that's crazy. Like from Daddy to Dayland is the slept on song, and that's crazy. Like I'm glad that you said that. That is crazy.
I hope
Daddy love.
I hope that other people find that song and enjoy it as much as I did. And I don't have children, but I can see or I can hear what it's like for you in that song. I can hear the emotion and I can empathize with the emotion. And I think that's why I enjoyed that song so much. And
Yeah,
I enjoy Championship, but it doesn't hit the same way.
nah. The championship kind of like a mental health song. So it's like I was talking to myself, but I was talking to those who really like authentically like my music. And like what's so crazy is that Steve Jams, who made the beat, he don't like that beat. And I fell in love with it and wrote a song within a week to it. Like it's just so crazy because like and that's what song I really want, to be up at the top of the list because championship really came from, you know, I mean, like it really did. Like I recorded it um, before my brother passed and my mother death, but it just feels so authentic that it was, you know what I'm saying, like already in the process, and I didn't know that I was really finna go through stuff that really was finna challenge whether I should deserve a championship or not. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, to put on for them, and that's who in the video, my mom picture and my brother picture that's no longer with us, you know, behind me on the car. So, like, I'm really doing it for them. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to name my label, Africa Cali Always Empire, because I'm doing it for them. My mama listened to anything, and she put us on a lot of music as well. And so, and before my brother passed, he was rapping. So like, and I didn't know none of this until after he passed because, like you said, I promote myself. I would have been promoting him. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get him into go into. He probably be one of Venue's top artists probably right now if he was alive and doing music. Not even gonna lie, because I really would have faded to the black. I would have been his manager, all that, because what I heard, I fell in love with. But now since he not here, it's like it's all on me, and that's how I'm looking at it. It's on me to make sure that the legacy goes through because nobody believes in it. Nobody don't believe in it until something major happens. I'm believing in it now because it's people like Darth and Venue Music and Joint Speed Music and Chris Ice Entertainment who, came across me and just really want to give me a push with no paperwork. So, like, I really greatly appreciate it. No matter whatever happens after this, I won't. I'm gonna appreciate it, but it won't feel authentic unless it's coming from one of them guys mentioned. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna feel the same.
Qualities does a good rapper have to have?
You gotta be able to connect with some. You gotta be able to connect, like no matter what. Like you know what I'm saying. Your music has to connect. Your personality has to connect. You just need to connect from broader. You know what I'm saying. And you can't shy. It works for some artists, but you can't shy away from your fans like that all the time. You gotta show, your authentic self sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Cause like it's like Key Glock and Kendrick Lamar. Like Kendrick Lamar can go missing for 5 years, talk about another artist, and then have a record breaking tour, and then go back into hiding. Key Glock, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to go into hiding but after Dolph murder, but he couldn't because now he had to put on for the label and keep it going because of what transpired. So you know, like I'm not saying that Kendrick ain't go through nothing and didn't suffer a loss neither, but it's just different things. A lot of people want Key Glock to be more active than to be in the on the inside on the outside looking in, as you may say. on the outside looking in. Because a lot of people love, his music been blowing up, but now it's getting a wider audience. So like now it, you got to be outside, and with him releasing consistently, like that's consistently. He just released in May, and now he's gonna release Friday. Yeah, he's gonna release another album Friday. He being consistent. While meanwhile, Kendrick Lamar is kicked up, counting back on his money, and everybody is still streaming Gen X, whatever, however you pronounce the album, But like that's what I want to do. I really wanted to do that, really be on the cut, but like I really have to show myself now, cause like since this is getting me the attention that I really didn't want at first, I have to accept it because I'm putting it out there. The music to be heard, I'm putting it out there to be, reviewed and, you know, everything in between. So I'm ready to be an active member of this industry. But I'm just really ready to, get my hands in and be able to, help a lot of more people along the way once I get my feet established.
Your goals outside of music? What are your personal goals?
Become a amazing person overall. Um, be a great father, successful businessman, and a philanthropist as well. Because I really do want to give back. I don't want to just make music and then hide away in the hills and keep making music. No, I want to really like give back to the community that helped raise me, whether they accept it or not. Because, it's like I said, you have to connect. Don't nobody know me from a can of paint. But if I get out there and be authentic and really show the connections to be there, a lot of things can flourish. But I do want to give back and, like, make sure that the community knows that, no matter what, I'm going to be appreciative of my fan base and not just only show love in Memphis. Like, my biggest markets, whichever one, start loving Bray Smizzi more. Like that's why I said like do more intimate performances and stuff like that, so I can show that, I'm an authentic soul, period. And you gonna just get what I come with, you know. It's a lot of morals and boundaries that I hope people will respect. So I'm just ready to be out there, be outside, and touch the people like I'm on the presidential campaign.
I heard earlier you said you enjoy performing live. What do you enjoy about performing live, and do you ever get stage fright before you go on stage?
That's so crazy. I get stage fright 5 minutes before it's time for me to go on stage. That is crazy. And what I do enjoy about performing live is that people don't even have to know your music all the way to enjoy your music. Because, I did okay, if you go on my YouTube page, it's a bad video recorded of me. Let me hurry up, plug this phone up. It's a bad recording of me performing, but um, like it's a lady in the background telling me the whole time, "Ooh, I like that," and she liked the music that she's hearing. That's what I enjoy the most. That you know, my and then really, to be honest, I wasn't even really set to perform there. I was, but then it got cut, so I was just like, okay. But then once somebody else, canceled, they came to me and was like, "Hey, man, come on, we need you to perform." And I was like, "Oh man, I really was trying to be in the crowd, but okay." And so, like, I got a video of me performing Championship, that was my first time performing championship, and for the crowd to like gather around and actually listen to me perform championship, it was an amazing feeling. And Steve was there. Steve James was there, and he recorded the video, my performance video. So as long as he was there and he got the footage, I was very happy with how it turned out. But yeah, that was my first time performing championship. You know what I'm saying? Performing live and them people connecting with. Every time when we used to perform, people would always connect with it after the first chorus. And like I always paid attention to it. So I was just like, okay, we doing something right. We doing something right. But now it's all on me to do it right and make sure that I'm making music to connect, not just making music because I want to make sure that I have real numbers up. I want to make authentic music, some real timeless music, because everybody feel like that's what we missing nowadays.
Authenticity has been missing from mainstream music for a long time, in my opinion. And that's in all genres. And I live in a city where music is a different beast. It's very commercialized. But there is an underbelly of indie music that is huge that people don't know about. And I would love to be able to get those artists out there and to be able to promote them outside of Nashville and outside of Middle Tennessee and let other artists, their new fan base, know it. And I agree with you. Authentic music is the way to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making it to the end of episode 1 with Mr. Bray Smizzi. And I say the end of episode 1 because hopefully I'll get a chance in the near future to sit down with him again and finish the pretty enjoyable conversation that I was having with him about Memphis rap. All right, if you enjoyed the show, leave me a comment below. If you didn't enjoy the show, leave me a comment below and tell me why. And I'll see you on the next episode of Two Beers with the Band.
Don't hate on us, not our fault. Shit got me feeling like I'm fresh from the vault. If it's not by La Familia, who else matter? Oh, add God to the mix. Cake battle. What do you get? An untamed beast. Cause niggas gotta see me with every song I release.